I'm at Urban Automotive in Milton Keynes to see some very special Land Rovers, which are behind this door, so let's go check them out. I'd like to introduce you to Lenny. So Lenny, what do you do here?
So my role here is new vehicle and VIP sales, but I've been here forever. So I do a little bit of everything, wraps, conversions, I make a good cup of tea, so a little bit of everything. Brand ambassador.
Filming.
Yes,
Filming as well.
yes.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at 3 of your key vehicles that you do here at Urban. And the first one we're going to start off with is, people are going to find this surprising, it's actually your most popular vehicle, and it's a bit of a tax dodge.
It's tax and VAT efficient.
Right, so let's talk about it. So what we have here is a Land Rover Defender 110, but it's not a normal one, is it?
So this is a hard top. So it's a hard top, which is a commercial vehicle. It's an N1 commercial vehicle.
It's a van.
It's a van.
But it's not a van.
But it's not a van.
You've devanned it.
And it looks very cool.
Yeah. So what modifications have you guys at Urban done to this particular vehicle? So obviously there's the wrap.
Yeah, so forgetting the wrap, this has got our full wide track kit. So it's got the wider arches.
Wider arches. So wider arches.
Yep. Lower canards down here.
Yep.
Our square DRLs.
Yep.
Best of British top vents on the bonnet. We've got our Best of British side grills on the side.
Okay. Have you got Bear Grylls?
We have no Bear Grylls,
I look a bit like Bear Grylls.
but I'm sure he'd like this car.
Okay.
And then we have the fully working roof light bar, our Urban mud flaps, our fixed black shadow side steps, WX3 22-inch wheels.
So you've gone from 18-inch steels to 22-inch alloys, which look like Einke alloy wheels that you used to get on, was it an Evo 6?
Yeah, or the Delta Integrale.
You've got all these body kits, which I must say, you know, they do look quite Land Rover-y.
Our design mantra has always been OEM plus. You can, I mean, you know, I grew up in the Max Power era. You can absolutely ruin a vehicle with a body kit.
Yeah.
I like to think that we enhance the vehicle without it looking over something.
But this is the big thing. Being a van, you don't have rear seats because it's a van, right? Yeah. Okay, come and look. What are these? What are these?
So that is a foldable bench seat. So we've turned the 2 seats into the 5 seats. It folds completely flat, so you maintain, so you maintain the van element in the back. So it's still an N1 commercial vehicle. So
it doesn't fold flat then?
It does. The headrests come out and it'll go completely flat.
It's definitely a van.
So these are perfect for people who want to run a vehicle through their business, N1 commercial vehicle, but they might occasionally carry people in the back. But we've got 2 over-the-shoulder seat belts, you've got Isofix, you've got a central lap belt.
And it's your best seller?
All day long. This is our bread and butter.
Okay, so how much does this upgrade kit, if I had it like this, cost?
So the exterior modifications are approximately £15,000 plus the VAT, except for the wrap. The rear seat conversion is about £4,500 plus.
And how many people go for the rear seat conversion?
If we sell 10 110 hard tops, I'd say probably 9 go for the rear seat conversion.
What engine is under the bonnet?
So this is a D250. Obviously they can come as a D300, which is a 300 brake horsepower. This is a D250, which is...
Is that a 4-cylinder?
No, it's still the 3 litre 6-cylinder.
Okay, right. So pretty impressive. But I think we need to move to.
This ain't a bit of you, is it? You need some performance.
I need more power. Let's get the next car in, which
I've got something just for you.
So Lenny, now we have a different car, which actually has pretty much the same body kit on it, but because it hasn't got that wrap.
Looks very different, doesn't it?
Way different. In fact, I think like your body kit and everything just stands out a lot more on this darker car without the wrap, doesn't it?
I think the wrap takes your eyes towards the wrap rather than what we've actually done. But this is obviously in the stunning Carpathian grey, Carpathian metallic grey, which I think looks lovely against all the contrast gloss black, especially around the wider arches, the canards, the square DRLs.
Also, underneath there.
This is a bit more you,
yes,
isn't it? Yes.
5 litre supercharged V8, not a diesel. Yes.
And it sounds like the SVR, which is the great thing. You remember the 2016, 2017 SVR, the pops and bangs, the really loud.
We'll get onto that in a moment.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Because we are going to have a listen to this. Anyway, so around the front it's the same, pretty much as before, but obviously looking different because we've got this beautiful paintwork here rather than the wrap. Wheels are bigger though, right?
Yeah, so because this is the performance model, we've gone for 23-inch Urban UC1 alloys.
But it's the same, we've got the light bar, we've got like the running boards, the mud flaps, it is the same, but yet looks different. When people get you to do this, how does it work?
So we buy cars in the trade, used vehicles 6 months old, we then kit them up so people can buy an Urban vehicle from us. Or if you have a new vehicle like this, for example, this is a customer's car, they've waited the 9 months, 12 months from Land Rover, they've booked it in with us, they've had the Urban kit fitted and now it's ready to go.
So how many miles has this got on it?
This is new, so this delivery mile, so about 50. They bought it straight from the dealership.
I'm going to drive this car though.
Yes, so we've got special permission from the customer who's a bit of a fan.
Hey, thank you very much for letting me drive your car. Hopefully, I'm not going to crash it and I don't curb the wheels. We're going to do a little segment where we see how close I can get to the curb without actually curbing them.
We'll replace the fuel as well. We'll replace the fuel.
Do you know what? These are way more practical than the old Defenders. In fact, they're so practical you can fit an old Defender in the boot of a new Defender. Come on, have a look at this. Look.
Ah, right, okay. Right, okay.
Hey, look at this.
So look at that. That's
Look
very.
at that.
So
I told you could.
We've got a Lego Heritage Defender. Very cool. All right.
Let me tell you about this. It's really quite nice. To celebrate 75 years of Land Rover, the Lego Group has released this, the Lego Icons Classic Land Rover Defender 90. So in this box, there are 2,336 pieces of Lego, which you then build up into this wonderful thing here. So let me show you a bit about it. We've got doors that open, steering that actually steers the wheels, and suspension that works. So this classic Land Rover Defender 90 is in the Expedition configuration. So I've got a roof rack on it, I've got things like jerry cans, I've got a fire extinguisher, shovel on the bonnet, a snorkel. But if you want to have it more looking like a road ready version, you can then build it up like this. So without those parts, it's all included in the box. Now, the Lego Icons Classic Land Rover Defender 90 is available via Lego stores or www.lego.com/defender. Alternatively, just follow the link in my description or pin comment. So another thing that you can do with this is fit it with either a diesel engine, which is what this one has fitted to it, but also included in the box is a V8 engine. Speaking of V8 engines, let's have a listen to a Land Rover V8. And more! Wow! Finally then, Lenny, we come to what you guys at Urban see as the ultimate incarnation of a Land Rover Defender. So it's the XRS. Tell me about this, what is it?
So this is our flagship model, limited to 65 builds. We've been doing these for about 9 months now. Sold maybe half the allocations, but the customer gets to choose the number out of the 65. This one in particular is number 12.
What happens if the number you want has already gone?
And it did just happen. I sold a car to a very famous footballer that I won't mention, but he obviously wanted his shirt number. It unfortunately had already been taken, so he chose his birthday instead.
Why didn't you tell the guy that had the number of the footballer that this guy was after it, and then he could have sold his car for overs, and you could have acted as middlemen to take a little bit of
bash out. I should have. Yeah, see, I need you as a business manager now. Then.
Right. Okay. So you've got a number. So this is number 12.
This is number 12 out of the 65.
And the design is once again quite similar to what we've seen before, but we've got carbon fibre bits here.
Exposed carbon. So these are based on the 5-litre V8 supercharged again. So we're only building them on the V8. So this is a lot more sporty than the van. You may notice as well we haven't gone for a roof light bar on this, so it gives that more smoother look. But yeah, same kit. But the biggest difference on these is the carbon fibre bonnet. Not for weight saving, obviously, because it's a big 2.2 tonne vehicle, so it is for looks. You've got the recessed lettering into the bonnet there, which is a nice feature, exposed carbon vents. So yeah, it just looks really cool and aggressive.
But let's have a look at it actually on the inside, because I want to see the carbon.
You want to see the carbon?
Pop the bonnet. I'll let you open it because I'll
don't
make
want to get your hands dirty.
No, it's not that. It's more the fact that I probably won't find the actual release. I could never find the release.
Urban is known for carbon fibre. It looks cool. We can leave it exposed. It's just a very strong material, and we're known for our carbon.
So if you want, you can have that exposed.
If you wanted to.
It's a bit more expensive, right?
Yes.
And that brings me on to the cost, right? So the two vehicles that we've seen so far, the upgrades, if you took your Land Rover into you guys, it's about what, 25,000 pounds?
About that, including VAT, yeah.
This one,
£50,000 plus the VAT. So these are our 23-inch XRS alloys.
I like these ones.
They're
I
very,
prefer
very
them
cool.
than on the other V8.
Yeah, so we've obviously got what we call the turbo ring around the side of the alloy, around the rim. They look fantastic.
Oh, you've got XRS little badging on the dust cap.
The attention to detail on this car, you see the calipers?
Oh yeah, Urban, nice.
Yeah, carbon
really nice.
side vents as well.
Essential, bit of weight saving once again.
Again, it's not weight saving, it's to make it look cool. Same with the wing mirror caps as well.
These are slightly different running boards, aren't they?
Slightly different design on the side steps.
You got your Urban badge up there as well.
Exposed carbon rear spoiler with the XRS brand in there.
Yeah, so does this really help the downforce on this vehicle?
Yeah.
Big thing on this though is on the inside, so let's check that out. So in here, Lenny, it's very much a Land Rover Defender, but it's been enhanced somewhat. And the thing that I'm noticing straight away, the seats We've got bucket seats, mate.
But they're very comfortable though, aren't they?
They are very, very comfortable.
So we've used Porsche Macan bases and then a Recaro CS Sportstar top. So you've got the best of both. It holds you in position, but you're still comfortable, and it still uses the heating and cooling elements as well.
They do feel really comfortable, and the quality of the leather is really nice, and they look the business.
They look fantastic.
It sort of reminds you of the seats in the Range Rover Sport SVR, but you've got them here in the Defender.
Exactly, yeah.
And then obviously there's some other changes. So talk me through all the other bits and
So
pieces.
flat bottom steering wheel,
Yeah.
a lot more chunky, bigger grip.
Wait a minute, that's a bit too BMW.
You don't like a big steering wheel?
I don't like a fat steering wheel.
It's because you're more like a racing driver,
It's
aren't you?
because they're good little dainty hands.
Yeah, so we quite like a big chunky steering wheel. Got Urban XRS in the middle of the airbag there.
Carbon fibre.
Carbon fibre, more carbon fibre. You've got a special plate down here, which is to say which number you have out of the 65.
I'm seeing the XRS floor mats as well.
XRS floor mats. You've got leather trim on the dash.
Yeah, it's nice, that is.
Carbon interior, centre console as well.
And red stitching.
And red stitching to match through, even down to the bolts in the door cards at Urban XRS.
Which say Urban on them.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
But my favourite part of this interior is actually in the back.
Let me guess then, Lenny, the best thing about being in the back is that there's like this little XRS badge in there.
Well, that's a nice little feature.
Is it, okay. Is it the fact that you also get the red stitching back here?
Also nice.
And like Urban floor mats back here
Of
as well?
course, yeah.
So it's all very much like the front, really, isn't it? So, yeah. Okay, I'm being stupid. That is cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Actually, as well, do you know what? They give you more knee room.
Yeah.
The carbon fibre buckets, because they're like thinner backed, you have more knee room. It makes sense. It's from a practical point of view, nothing to do with the aesthetics.
But how cool is that?
Yeah,
it looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. This is a special Land Rover Defender, isn't it? But do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see how you guys actually build these cars. This is Sean. So Sean does some of the fitting, and what we have here is a scuttle from the car, which has been painted black to go with the black grille. Right, so I'm going to fit it. Okay. So if I scratch it, what are we going to do?
We'll repaint it.
Oh, okay, it's fine. I'm sure it's not fine. Right. Okay, got to get the stalky bit through the hole. That's obviously the windscreen wipers. To me, to you, to me, to you. And we have touchdown, look at that. I don't think I've got this quite in. I don't want to force it, Sean. I might force it, Sean.
Don't break it. That's it, just like that.
There we go. So, Sean, your job is so easy, mate. Look at that. Look at that. So if you're buying a white and black Defender from Urban, I might have just devalued your vehicle. Sorry. Right then, Lenny, here we are, driving the V8 Land Rover Defender. First thing I'm going to do.
And that's why I came this route, to hear it under that bridge.
Oh, wow.
How much difference does that exhaust make?
And you know what? I had that in just normal mode.
Yeah.
It gets louder, doesn't it,
It does,
dynamic?
in dynamic mode,
So
yeah.
let's go into dynamic and give that another little go.
That's it.
Obviously, there's no bridge this time, but... Oh.
That's how the 5-litre V8 supercharged engine should sound.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's worth it for the exhaust alone, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And what's nice about this is it's
Sorry, I got it again.
well, it's addictive.
Yeah.
It's addictive.
What were you saying? Sorry.
I'm sure your audience would rather hear that anyway than
try
me
again.
waffle. So what I was going to say...
No.
So you can't, right, okay, fine. We all love the Range Rover SVR,
Yeah.
don't we? We all love that car. And this is kind of like the best of both. If you want the ruggedness of the Defender, but the performance of a Range Rover SVR, V8 Defender is the one, isn't it?
It really is good. I've not actually driven one on the road. I've driven one on the drag strip.
Yeah.
I've launched it and stuff, and we'll do that in a moment.
Okay. So you get the squat on acceleration, but you'll notice when you go around corners, roundabouts, it does stay quite flat in the corners. It's a really, really, really cool car. Really.
Well, let's just check out the handling here. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. Do you get a bit nervy there?
No, I'm not a bad passenger.
Even when driven by an idiot. Do you know what's surprising me? I thought those big alloys would knacker the ride.
No, they're still a good 35 profile tyre.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like driving wise, it doesn't feel any different than, I suppose, standard really.
Yeah.
The wheels don't affect it.
But the air suspension sorts out most of the bumps in the road anyway.
Yeah, it's good.
Good quality alloy, good quality tyre. You're not going to notice too much difference.
Look at this. Yeah, that is good. Do you know what, Lenny? I'm liking this car a lot more than I thought I would. I knew I'd like it, but I think I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. It reminds me of my G-Wagon. I had a G-Wagon, love the performance, love the noise. This actually sounds better and it's more comfortable because it's got a normal monocoque chassis rather than a ladder frame like the G-Wagon. So, you know, the G-Wagon's always a little bit
very
like,
twitchy, isn't it? Yeah.
This just feels, this is more car-like, but you still got that beautiful raised driving position.
Air suspension versus shocks and springs as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, I love air suspension, me.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a bit of air. Listen, Lenny, I just want to say a huge thank you to you for showing me around your cars. Let me drive this one in particular. It's been a huge blast and it sounds amazing. Now, if you want to check out some more videos from Urban Automotive, then just check out their YouTube channel, right? So we've got lots of different cars and builds that they've done. Plus, you'll see some stuff behind the scenes, like Lenny actually doing his normal day job rather than having to put up with me.
I do actually have a job.
You do actually have a job, and it's very interesting. So make sure you go check out their YouTube channel.